I've been a 911 dispatcher for 10 years. Last night, I got a call which made me quit forever. The call came in at 2:43 a.m. on a Thursday, which should have been my first warning because nothing good ever happens at 2:43 a.m. I'd been working the overnight shift at the County Emergency Dispatch Center for a decade, and I'd developed an instinct for calls that would ruin your night versus calls that would ruin your life. This one felt different the moment the line connected, not because of what was said, but because of what I heard in the background. Silence. Complete, absolute silence. No ambient noise, no breathing, no static, just a void that felt like it was pulling sound into itself rather than transmitting it. Then a voice, elderly and male, with the kind of gentle politeness that reminded me of my grandfather before dementia took him. "Hello, dear. I'm terribly sorry to bother you at this hour, but I need to report that I've died. Could you send someone to collect my body? I'm at 1847 Rosewood Lane, and I'm afraid I'm making quite a mess on the carpet." The words were so matter-of-fact, delivered with such apologetic courtesy, that my brain took a full 3 seconds to process what he'd actually said. I'm trained for panic, for confusion, for people who can barely speak through their terror. I'm not trained for someone calmly reporting their own death like they're calling about a missed trash pickup. My first thought was dementia, or a confused elderly person having some kind of mental health crisis, which happens more often than people realize. I'd taken dozens of calls from older folks who'd gotten disoriented or were experiencing delusions, and the protocol was always the same: stay calm, speak clearly, send medical assistance. I kept my voice steady and professional, the tone I'd perfected over thousands of calls. "Sir, this is 911 Emergency Services. Can you tell me your name and describe what's happening? Are you injured? Are you having trouble breathing?" There was a pause, and I could hear what sounded like a gentle sigh, the kind someone makes when they're trying to be patient with someone who isn't understanding. "My name was Harold Finch, dear. And no, I'm not having trouble breathing because I'm not breathing at all anymore. I had a heart attack approximately 40 minutes ago while watching the evening news, and I've been sitting here in my armchair ever since, wondering if I should call. I know you're terribly busy, but someone really should come collect me before I start to smell." The way he said it, so practical and considerate, made my skin crawl in a way I couldn't articulate. I glanced at my screen, checking the call origin data that usually populated automatically, but the location field was blank, just showing unknown where the address should have been. I tried a different approach, thinking maybe this was an elaborate prank call from someone with too much time and a dark sense of humor. "Mr. Finch, I need you to tell me if you're experiencing any pain or discomfort right now. Can you describe your physical condition?" Another pause, longer this time, and when he spoke again, there was something almost amused in his tone. "Well, I suppose physically I'm quite stiff, which is to be expected given the circumstances. My left arm is still clutching the remote control, though I can't seem to let go of it now. There's a rather unpleasant smell starting to develop, and I believe my cat, Whiskers, has been nibbling on my ankle, though I can't say I blame her since I forgot to fill her food bowl before I died. Is that the sort of physical description you need?" I felt my stomach turn over, because the details were too specific.